Just like to review some of the other lessons we've had so far. In lesson 1, we covered letter-sound correspondence, the sounds that the letters make. In lesson 2, we covered the vowel-consonant pattern. When we have a vowel with a consonant after it in a short word, the vowel is short. And then in yesterday's lesson, in lesson 3, we covered the double vowel rule. When two vowels are together, the first one says its name or is long, and the second one is silent. So please practice reading other words with those same vowel patterns and get those patterns down before you go on to the next lesson. Okay, today's lesson is going to be about another vowel generalization, very similar to the double vowel rule. And this is the vowel-consonant-silent E rule. It says that when we have a vowel, consonant, silent E, or again, it's two vowels in a short word, the first vowel does the talking, is long, and the second one is silent. So you just pretend it's not there. So let's sound this word out. B, A, it says its name because of that E there. B, A, K, bake. It's just like the two vowel rule. We have two vowels, even though they're separated by a consonant, we have two vowels. And again, make sure you know your vowels. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. I know the vowels of the alphabet. How about you? And everything is not a vowel, it is a what? That's right, a consonant. And Y is tricky. Y can go either way. We'll talk about Y more again later. Okay, let's look at the next word. Let's see. We have a short word. How many vowels? A and E, two vowels. That means the first one gets to talk. The second one has to be quiet. The first one gets to say his name and be long. Let's sound it out. G, A, M. This one has to be quiet, so you just cover up the E. He doesn't get to talk. Game is the word. Very good. Let's go to the next one. Okay, here we have a P, an L. Oh, two vowels again. A and E again. All right, so we know that first A gets to say his name. The second vowel E has to be quiet. P, U, A, N. Put it together and we have plain. Very good. Okay, look at this next one. When there is an I, E, or Y after a G, that makes the G soft. Same thing with the letter C. It makes the C soft too. And when the G is soft, it says J. Most of the time, G says G. But if there's an I, E, or Y after it, then it usually says J. Okay, let's sound it out. We have two vowels. So which one gets to say his name? You. That's right. Who has to be quiet? E. Cover them up. Huh, you. And we know G says J because of the E. H, U, J makes what? Huge. Very good. Okay, the last one on this paper. Look at it. Do you know which one's going to say his name? Which vowel's going to say his name? That's right, it's the I. All right, now you know that. You can break the code. Sound it out. What'd you get? Bike? Did you get bike? Then you did a great job if you got bike. Let's look at some more words. Let's look at this one. We have an I and an E. Sound it out. What's the word? Like. I like you. Like. This first vowel gets to say his name again because he's first. This one has to be quiet. Okay, look at this one. Sound it out. Two vowels. What's the word? Lake. Yes, lake. Go to this one. Did you figure out the word yet? Did you say S, aim, same. The same sound, same. Okay, let's go to this one. What's that word? G-A-T. Gate. Very nice. Let's look at the last word. The sneaky E, sorry, silent E, makes the O say his name. There's another little story I heard about this sneaky E. I heard that he hides behind the consonant in front of him, jumps out, says boo, and scares the vowel in front and makes him yell out his name. Oh, note. Makes the word note. Now I want to show you something. If I take that E off, completely off that word, it's not note anymore. Now we have a different word. Look, no, only one vowel with a consonant after it. And we're back to our first vowel rule. The vowel is short. So what's that word going to be? Do you remember? Not. Okay, I have a few more for you to practice. Okay, let's look at number 3. Number 3. Can you figure it out? 2 vowels. What's the word? Did you say rope? Rope is the word. Let's look at number 5. Number 5. Does it have 2 vowels? Which one talks? Which one's quiet? Sound it out. What'd you get? Did you get time? Time? I hope so. You did. That's great. Okay, let's look at this word for number 7. Number 7. Which vowel says his name? Now you're going to sound it out. And put it together. Faster. Tape. Did you get tape? Tape is the word. Ooh, okay, let's go down to number 10. This goes along with that other rule with C and G that I just told you about a few minutes ago. Look, there's an E after C. When there's an I, E, or Y after C or G, this consonant is soft. And the soft sound of C says S. The hard sound of C says K. K. Since we have an E here, we know the C is going to say S. S. So this is a little harder word for us to read. We have to think a little bit more about it. Okay, but we still have our 2 vowels. So that means the first one still says his name. Let's see if you can figure it out now that I helped you with that C. What's it make? Did you say race? If you said race, you are right. He won the race. Very good. Okay, well, I would like for you to practice other words that you see that have the same vowel pattern, the vowel, consonant, sneaky, E or silent E pattern. I'd like for you to practice them whenever Mommy's reading you a book. And there's a word there that follows one of the vowel rules that you have already learned, one that is phonetic. Stop and read the word for Mommy in the book. That will give you good practice. Okay, there's one other thing I want to share with you. The other day I told you about Q and U. Like birds of a feather, Q and U stick together. Q doesn't go anywhere without U. He takes them everywhere he goes, and together they make one sound. Do you remember what that one sound is? Quack, like in quack. A duck says quack, quack. Okay, let's look down here. So when you see Q, U in a word, they're both making one sound. So always say qua. Qua for that one sound. Qua. And then look, you still have to sound out the rest of that word. There's a vowel with a consonant after it. Only one vowel. So the Q doesn't count. He's with Q. So the I is going to be short. Qua it. Quit. Quit. Okay, here's one more. Here we have Q, U together again. Together they make one sound. So the U does not count as a vowel here. The I is a vowel and it has a consonant after it, but no other vowels, so it is short, isn't it? Okay, let's see if you can figure it out. Q-U. Remember what it says? Qua. What did you get? Quilt. Quilt. Now you're reading big and hard words. Very good. Okay, well, I'm going to let you go and practice some of these words now with mommy or daddy or babysitter, whoever's working with you. You need to practice this pattern today and also review the other two patterns that we've already covered. Okay, thank you. Bye.